Hello, this is the long-awaited introduction video that I've been trying to get together for like 3 weeks. I think that we have got it sorted now, though. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the course, what to expect, kind of say things in person, coming from me so that you guys can know me, but also hear a little bit more about the class. Certainly read the syllabus. That's a big deal. Staying on top of those things will be important. But a little bit of introduction here, guys. Welcome to Anthropology 235: Indigenous Peoples of North America. I am pretty excited about teaching this course. This is the first time that this course has been offered. It's a new course that has been developed over the last year, and as such, you guys are the first people to take it. And so I think there might be some growing pains, but know that the growing pains will all handle together, and I'll be more fair than maybe you're used to with other teachers, because you guys are the first people taking this course. And so yeah, I'm excited about that. Let's take it one step at a time. So this is an introductory course. It's about the indigenous people that have inhabited North America for the last 14,000 years or more. We're going to start learning about the first migrations of people into the continent, quickly move through the colonization of North America by European powers, and then delve right into learning about native North American indigenous cultures. The approach we're taking is a culture area approach, which was first used in the Handbook of North American Indians, which is a series published by the Smithsonian way back when, over the course of actually several years. But our textbook, written by Mr. Sutton, follows this culture area idea. And it's important for you to know that this approach has some drawbacks. Anthropologists and other scholars disagree over how many culture areas there are, where the boundaries for each of them might be, which groups should be or should not be included within these boundaries, or even if culture areas are okay to use at all, should be defined at all. Essentially, these are arbitrary divisions that exist outside researchers have created apart from the people that live in these areas, right? So the people making the decisions about where these things are, they have nothing to do with the people that actually might live in one area or another. Read pages 4 and 5 of the textbook if you want a little bit more. Well, you will read it, but a bit more information on this. As well, the textbook uses something called the ethnographic present. And the ethnographic present is important to know because it's a description of a culture as it was prior to contact. Right? And we'll be talking about contact in this class. So think of it as a slice of time from which we get all of our understanding of a particular group. Can you think of any reasons why this might be problematic? Essentially, it assumes that cultures are static and unchanging, that we might be able to understand everything about a people based on how they were at one particular time. Right, a very small slice of time. In a similar vein, that's like saying we can understand everything about you, all you've been, all you will ever be, just by what your life is like right now. See, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Of course, that doesn't take into account your life. You're going to move, you'll probably get married, maybe you'll get divorced, you'll learn, you'll adapt to changing conditions, and these conditions might be environmental, political, social. So understanding the drawbacks of the culture area, as well as this ethnographic present approach, we can still use them appropriately. But it's good to know that there are drawbacks, and we need to be very critical, right? Critical thinkers about this. We can still use them. Understanding how Native North American groups have lived in history can inform our understanding of their lives today, of the present. In fact, some emphasis of this class will be to get a clearer picture of what history was actually like from specifically an indigenous perspective. If this culture area thing was all we were doing in class, I think that class would be an inappropriate class to take, in my opinion. I also want you to think about class being divided into two halves. Okay, so generally this is what you should expect. On one half, we're going to be learning about the Native North American cultures from this ethnographic material in your textbook. This is a historical ethnographic nature. The point is to get some broad strokes, right? What are the most important things to know? What are the similarities and differences we can find between groups across time and space? In this half, I'm challenging your analytical brain. And each week you're going to be doing a quiz based on what you read in the textbook, right? But really that's all I'm asking of you for that part. And the other half of class, we're going to be pulling away from this ethnographic and historical material and focusing our attention to the present day. What are some of the challenges indigenous people of North America face in this contemporary world? What kinds of things interest or concern them? What kinds of issues arise when studying or learning about these various groups? As students, how should we be thinking about these things? What should our approach be? Engaging with indigenous perspectives is really the most important thing you're going to do in this class. And to that end, indigenous authors write most of the readings you have been assigned. And I think that's very important, right? In this half, I aim to challenge not your analytical brain, but your critical thinking. And really, this is where you should be spending most of your time, on these readings and with this critical thinking stuff. You're going to write 2 critical reflections this semester based on the readings. And from my opinion, these are a much better evaluation of your progress and where you sit in class, than anything else. So they're weighted more, right? So it'll give you a chance to prove yourself. Please spend some time familiarizing yourself with the course, what the expectations are, what we'll be talking about, how to navigate Canvas course material, read through the syllabus, particularly the sections for expectations, anything really. There's a time commitment for this class, and students who put in the time will do well. Students who don't put in the time may not do well. And this is the plainest way I can say it. Really, there's no way around it. You have to read. That is the end of the day. You got to read. I feel very strongly that taking some moments now to familiarize yourself with some basic anthropological concepts is really going to help you moving forward. I have those for you right in the beginning of the course. Anthropological thought abridged, as well as some other stuff right there in the beginning. I also have some resources for you via a website, so terminology is taken care of. You can always reference that if you run into something that you don't understand. It's there for you probably. Here's an example, right? So what is culture? That's a big one. That's important to know as you learn about specific people. You can find all that information in Module 1 and above. This is important information for you to have, if you're going to avoid mistakes that earlier anthropologists have made. It's going to inform our approach to this material. So do take the time to do that. Last, guys, class is organized by modules where we have everything you need all in 1 week in the same place, except, of course, the lesson plan assignment that we have not fully realized yet. But that means all your readings, all the videos and extra materials, your video participation link, and the link to the quiz are all in the same module. Okay? And that is that. So welcome, everyone. I am looking very much forward to being your teacher for this 15-week journey. I hope we learn a lot, and I hope we're gonna do it together either way. So, and I look forward to getting to know all of you.